Which project from Inakri Architects challenged you the most and why?
Basically, in Hyderabad, follow Vastu a lot. So in that case, there's a project called VEB Residence. What we did, he's a lot into Vastu. He follows like average people in Hyderabad follows 100%. He follows 200% Vastu. So doing that house and it came out really good. He is very happy. We are very happy. It's not our about our belief. There are some things like which are actually related to the science. That things if we follow, that's enough. See, it's a never-ending thing. See, if you call 10 Vastu consultants, the 10 people will give different views. If you have knowledge, basic knowledge, if you are confident, just follow it.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Walk the Talk with Balbir. I am here in Hyderabad with Nilit Vaidipalli, Principal Architect of Inakriya Architects. Hi Nilit.
Hello.
Welcome to Walk the Talk with Balbir. So Nilit, you are known for your thoughtful design approach that balances context, creativity and contemporary sensibilities. Through Inakriya Architects, you've been shaping spaces that are not just visually striking, but deeply rooted in purpose, functionality, and user experience. And you work with your partner Manasa. Awesome. Let's begin. Nilit, tell us back in the beginning, what's the first thing that sparked your interest in architecture?
It's just like everywhere I go, actually, I used to give all so many ideas and from my childhood. Like my parents used to like push me going into engineering first, then actually started growing my interest in the architecture. So that, yeah, somehow it happened like that. But from the childhood, I used to have more interest into the creativity side that pushed me into this.
Lovely. Was there a defining moment when you realized architecture was more than just a profession for you? When was that?
A lot of times, there's a lot of months where it's not just us. It's not just when we're designing something. We're designing a house as it's a space for others where they live for like good amount of time in their life. So it's like part of their life. Actually, making someone's lifestyle better. There's a lot of things. It's something important in everyone's life. Yeah.
How did your early education and experiences shape the architect you are today?
So to be frank, when we're doing our bachelor's in architecture, and the reality when like after we started our practice, it's nothing to do with what we are
Doing in daily life.
daily life actually, but it's totally different when it comes to reality and what they teach you in the college. It's just to have the basic knowledge about the design. Maybe when it comes to the execution, to know about the materials and how to deal with the people, clients, vendors, and everyone, and even the mainly the workers, it's totally different than real life what you taught in the college.
So they teach you in college, just for my knowledge. They teach
They-
you how to deal with
They
vendors.
don't. It's different. That's what I'm telling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's different. Definitely, yeah. When it comes to design and all, it's like how you design and all, yeah, maybe it helps you. But when design, actually, as an architect, designing what I feel is just 50%. Another 50% is making it to reality.
Before founding Inakriya, what were some key learnings that stayed with you?
Like when I used to work for a firm called Architecture Paradigm in Bangalore. So as I said, delivering things on time to clients before we started our firm, that's what we thought. So whatever it is, end of the day, the client is the god for us. But yeah, see, it's sometimes client we have to educate client. So more than like he comes to us with some requirement. So sometimes maybe he's wrong. We'll have to educate them. That's where some people will like go behind the when it comes to output and all. Maybe some even if they have things in their mind, good things in their mind, creativity, but you should be good enough to convince your client. That is the main thing. Even before we start, that's what I learned in the firm where I.
Awesome. So the vision, what does the name Inakriya stand for? And how does it reflect your design philosophy?
So it's a combination of two Sanskrit words like in Ina and Kriya. Ina is actually bold, Kriya is work. So it's like bold work. Uh, So that's how we work.
When and why did you decide to start Inakri Architects?
In 2014, as soon as we are done, we actually uh, we are done with our bachelor's in 2013. We worked for 1 year, and we started in 2014.
In the early days of the firm, what were the biggest challenges you faced as a founder?
As I already said, like dealing with all these people.
Like the previous answer that you gave, how difficult it was. You were like, like came like a blow all the time.
Exactly. It's, as I told you, it's like totally different from what they teach you in college. Even when you're in actually working for a firm, you'll not have so much responsibility. It's like it's not stress free. A 9 to 6 job. Uh, it's like when you start a firm, if you're taking so much responsibilities, yeah, it's a totally different thing.
True. Which project from Inakri Architects challenged you the most and why?
So basically, in Hyderabad, follow Vastu a lot. So in that case, there's a project called VVB Residence. What we did, he's a lot into Vastu. He follows like average people in Hyderabad follows 100%. He follows 200% Vastu. So
I have to miss this person.
so yeah, doing that house and it came out really good.
Okay.
He's very happy. We are very happy. It's actually one of our beautiful projects.
No, in fact, I was going to ask you that, how is it when it comes to Vastu? Do you guys believe, do you come across clients? Because I had no idea Hyderabad is so much into Vastu.
Yeah,
I'm surprised. I'm happily surprised.
yeah. So it's not about our belief. There are some things like which are actually related to the science. That things if you follow, that's enough. See, it's a never ending thing. See, if you call 10 Vastu consultants, the 10 people will give different views.
True.
So if you have knowledge, basic knowledge, if you are confident, just follow it and just go it. If you're not confident about it, you will never be confident.
True. Was there a project that became a turning point for your practice?
As I said, this maybe.
This one?
Yeah.
Can you share a moment when something went completely wrong on site and what you learned from it?
This happens in almost like not now, like till 4 5 years back. This happens in almost every site, but it's actually doesn't make much difference when it comes to design. But small things which only we can see it, not a client or anyone. They cannot point out,
Yeah,
but we can see it. Even the workers can see it because they are the ones who's working.
True.
But yeah, the small things happen, which are actually not a blunders, but small things which through which we avoid.
Sure. How do you personally handle creative blocks? In the sense, like, when you have, there's something that you want to do, but you're unable to. There's some mind, like creative.
blocks. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm telling. So it's the client, as I already told you, we have to educate client. So it's not just about the aesthetics when it comes to architecture. It's about the functionality of
100%.
So some people will come to us, some clients will come to us asking for, I want this on the wall, I want that on the wall. Let's not have window here. Let's have more walls so that we can have nice claddings, noise panelings. No, so that's where we'll have to take some time, not lose our cool. And then we have to educate them.
Super.
That's it.
How do you see Indian architecture evolving over the next decade?
Yeah, it's actually there's a lot of difference from the last 5 years. The same thing will happen in the next 5 10 years also. But more than architects, what I feel is clients, the people who are planning to build their house, should evolve in their what they think.
Thought process.
Thought process, exactly. See, I'll tell this to everyone. If some project comes up really good, 60% I'll give to the client more than architect. Even it's my project. See, it's like two ways of clients, two different types of clients. Either they should believe that they don't know anything and leave everything to architect, or they should have good taste. And they should architect and also client should work together. This is the only two factors which will make a good house.
True. 100%. I agree. Sustainability is a big conversation today. How does Inakriya incorporate it meaningfully?
Sustainability, yeah, when it comes to materials and all, if you want to just make as I said, if you want to make a luxury house and also sustainable, yeah, it's actually a bit challenge. But see, kind of using when it comes to sustainable energy and use as a more lighting coming inside the house, using using more stone. These days people are actually more towards the tiles and all than using stones because they think about more maintenance. Sustainable materials, what I think will have a bit maintenance, they should be okay with it. As I already told you, basically mindset of client should change.
True. What are your thoughts on technology, AI, digital tools in architecture design?
Actually, looking forward for that. That would really help us. Uh, so when it comes to 3D renders or comes to interiors, when it comes to this technology inside the house or smart homes, actually it will be a revolution in next 5 years. Yeah.
What's your advice for the young architects starting their own practice?
What I tell them is my personal advice is like work hard than
Was practice properly in the previous firm when you're working.
then just the people these days are like they want earn first than learn. Yeah.
Good one. On
Yeah,
first, then
have to
learn.
just give good time to learn. True, when starter.
No, like you said, that it was so difficult for us to deal with the contractors.
Not just the design. That's what I'm telling them. Even if they're very good at designing, they have to learn all these things to deal with all these people.
And that will come with the experience they have in the internship firm where
They
they're
have to learn all this when they were working for
somebody.
somebody
Yeah, true.
because they'll not have like extra stress, all these responsibilities.
Yeah,
Then they have to
you can learn better.
learn better. Exactly.
What's one mistake you see young designers repeatedly make? The answer is this. Earn before you learn.
Correct.
No, you tell me.
Yeah, it's the same thing exactly. That's what I think.
Now,
Yeah.
everyone wants to make a quick buck today. However, I agree with you. How do you want Inakria architects to be remembered in the long run?
Like client friendly. As I told you, we have to be like someone should go out and tell about us like they're actually, even if we as I told you, client friendly. That's it. We have to not, we don't have to lose cool and make them understand. That is the main challenge these days, making clients understand.
How is it working with your partner, Manasa?
This is actually
Easy.
very easy.
How nice, how sweet. So, what is the one thing that what happens when you all differ on ideas? So, who convinces who?
Both. Sometimes I'll be wrong, sometimes she'll be like, it's not about wrong or right, but as you said, it's when it comes to design, it's subjective. We just discuss and
So, who gets their way out? She or you?
I can't tell that, but it's
50-50.
50-50.
Okay. When people experience your spaces, what emotion do you hope they walk away with?
So the one main thing we hear from most of the people is like they're getting more positive vibes when they come into our lodge. More, what do you want? First, forget about design, forget about aesthetics, forget about everything. Just that the positive vibes.
Superb. Finally, Nilit, what does truly mean to you as an architect and as a leader?
So, as an architect and also a leader, what truly means to me is me. See, that's what I'm telling. Yeah. See, when it comes to leader, I have to lead my office.
Yeah.
Comes to architecture, yeah. And as I already said, the clients, their satisfaction. How better you do is.
Perfect. What do you think about Ace-Tech? What do you have to tell us about Ace-Tech?
See, as I already told you, if you can just get some furniture brands and art into it, that would be very lovely. It's like one shop stop kind of thing for everything. As you told, yeah, there are multiple exhibitions for art and furniture. But yeah, still, if you can do that,
How was your
great.
experience at the show today?
It's nice. It's definitely much better than the last time.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you, Nilit.